Got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Minnesota Twins. All right, ready to go here. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Parker Meadows. And that misses. And away we go this afternoon.
1 ball, no strikes.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Pitch misses. And now 2-0.
2-0 to count.
Fastball for a strike. And that's outside. In the air, out towards left center. And there's one down. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Gleyber Torres, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 31, Riley Green.
Here's Riley Green. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
No ball, 1 strike.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
In the dirt, but kept close. Torres, the base runner at first with 1 out. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. And delivers outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss. 2 out.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Next is the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1. And the sweeper misses.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Pablo Lopez the strikeout. Tigers leave 1, and now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy, and taking the ball for Detroit, Tarek Skubal.
Boogie brings a ton of confidence with him to the mound. He's looking for good at-bats and a few runs from his teammates, and he's hoping to take care of the rest to make sure they come away with a win. If he's on in this one, it's going to be a real uphill battle for everyone else.
Bottom of the first. And now the Minnesota designated hitter, Willie Castro. swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
A healthy
1-1.
cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Check swing, called strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
That
No,
one off the
down.
mark, and the count is 2-2. That's inside. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one.
Batting
Those
second,
grinding
the left
ABs take a
fielder,
toll on a
Harrison.
pitcher as the game goes on.
Bader.
So here's Bader now. On the outside corner, and that's strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
One out, bases empty. Just missed.
1 ball. 1 strike.
And the
2-1.
next pitch is way outside. Inside, just missed. Swings and misses. And it's 3-2.
Full count.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Vierland under it. Corrals it. 2 away. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
And that's downstairs.
2-2.
2-2. And downstairs. 2 outs, base is empty. And they'll do it again. Well struck left field. Gone way up into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes, and it gives them the lead in the first. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's Byron Buxton. And that drops in for a strike. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're dialed into the show. Back at target field, now it's the right fielder, Matt Vierling. Vierling hitting fifth in today's lineup. Usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. Longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
And a big swing and a miss.
1-2. Two.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And up next for Detroit, Colt Heath. Check swing, and he held up. That catches the corner. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. On the ground, right side, France takes it himself. He's out. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Jace Young.
Here's the third baseman, Jace Young. Swings through that one for strike one.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Pitch misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Fights that one away, still 1 and 2. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Tigers are shut down there, still behind by a count of 1-0. Back in Minnesota, bottom of the second. And now for the Twins, Matt Wallner. Skubal back to work. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. And it's strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's back. And brings it in at the wall.
Wow, that one almost got out of here. I know the wind's blowing out to left, but man, that almost pushed it over the fence. I bet hitters are trying to get the ball up in the air and hit it that direction. I know I would be.
Here's Royce Lewis. And that one is inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
No. 2 balls, no strike.
Left field. Green settles underneath it. 2 down.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Ty.
2 outs, base is empty. Ty France, the next to hit. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
He finds himself in a
ball,
tough
2 strikes.
situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And now
Ball.
1 and 2. In the air, right side. Vierling on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 2 full. It's the Twins 1 and the Tigers nothing. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Jake Rogers.
Rogers.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. Outside corner, there's a strike. And that
1-2.
skips in the dirt. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
The 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, left field, down the line. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Back to the top of the Detroit order. And stepping in is the speedy Parker Meadows. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That misses. Ball 1. And that one fouled off. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. That one missed. Good eye right there.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Got him. It is a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They still trail 1-0. Bottom of the inning, and the batter now, Brooks Lee.
The second baseman, Brooks Lee.
First pitch misses. Just missed.
Inside.
That
Ball
one
three.
misses, and it's 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Fastball for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
Jeffers.
First
No,
pitch,
that's
and
a
he
ball.
just misses.
1-0.
There's a sinker at the knees for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Swing and a miss, blew it
1-2.
by him at 99. Stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Lee gets his lead at first, nobody out. And
That's
that
a
is
ball.
downstairs. 2 balls, 2
Two
strikes
balls,
to
2
count.
strikes.
Ball in the dirt, and it gets away. Runner holds, and it's a full count. Three-two, and ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. This is Willie Castro. Led off the game with a strikeout. There's a strike.
Well, these Twins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
0-2.
First and second, no outs here in the last half of the third. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
And now Bader up to the plate. Flied to right his first time. This one in the dirt.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next offering in there for a strike.
1
That's
ball,
strike
1
one.
strike.
Next
Ball
offering
two.
is outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Slice the other way and foul. 1 out. Runners at first and second.
Full count.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
At the belt and fires. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Carlos Correa. He's already homered in this game. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And a foul ball.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond. and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Two on, two outs.
Ball
Misses outside, and the count is 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So they strand a pair. 3 innings complete. It's the Twins 1 and the Tigers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Gleyber Torres. There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Good
Ball
take
one.
by Torres.
Well, these Tigers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
He makes the grab, 1 up, 1 down.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Green,
Ball,
the
go.
next to hit, takes outside. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Tosses to first. Out. Now 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Gary Carpenter.
So now the DH spot, Kerry Carpenter. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
The right fielder, number 8.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
And next up for the Tigers, Matt Vierling. That missed by a lot, and that's ball 1. This one smacked out to left center. Reaches but can't haul it in. Bader quickly throws it in. Runner puts on the brakes at second. So it's first and second with 2 out.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And next to hit for Detroit, Colt Keith. Grounded out his first time up. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Ready to go, bottom 4. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Buxton.
Just missed.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
That's a strike, and it's 1-1. Next offering misses down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
That one the other way. Oh, he gloves it. Nothing doing here for the Twins, but they still lead it 1-0. And we're back, ready now for the 5th inning. And now here is Jace Young. Lopez back to work. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, these Tigers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. Struck out swinging his first time.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
And up next for Detroit, Trey Sweeney. Upstairs,
No, that's too high.
1-0. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. There's the strike. That's in there.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Parker Meadows.
Parker Meadows now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. That one catches the zone. Strike 1. Rogers off of first with 2 away. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Wallner makes the grab. And that is that. One left for Detroit, and it remains 1-0. Back at Target Field. Now here is Ty France. Pulls that one foul.
Well, these Twins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
And that one hammered way back there. Leaping, and it's gone. Ty France goes deep, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So up next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. And there's a foul ball. Lee goes 6'1", 205 pounds, usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base.
Well, the one thing he'll find is that a lot of the time the play is to your back. You're moving to your right. You've got to throw back to first base. That's the difference between shortstop and second. You're usually moving into the play at shortstop. Second base, not so much.
Swing and a pop-up. Torres makes the catch. One away.
Next for the Twins, the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
And next for Minnesota, Ryan Jeffers. He reached on a walk his first time. And that one missing low. Fastball for a strike.
Ball. 2-1.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Now he launches a throw over his head.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
So the batting order turns over. Willie Castro, the next Twin, up to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tommy Kahnle getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Holton, a left-hander, also throwing. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at first, one away. Out to short. And it finds its way through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. Just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
2 on, 1 out. And now for the Twins, Harrison Bader.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tarek Skubal will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Tommy Canley gets the call from the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Now Correa up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And that's a little bit high. Ball one.
1-0.
And a foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And that's a home run into the upper deck. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 5-zip. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run, over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boog, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
Two outs, nobody on. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Ball.
Pitch misses, and that
One
is
ball,
ball one.
no strikes.
And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Back up the... Oh, that got him. Gets it there in time, though. And a tough play with a fast runner, but they get the out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Minnesota, top of the 6th inning. Down the number 2 hitter, Gleyber Torres. That one at the knees for a strike. Hit hard on the ground to short. To first, leadoff man retired in the 6th. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. That one blasted deep to right. Wallner raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Designated hitter.
2 down, base is empty. And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. Late with the swing there.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him,
0-1.
elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that
Ball
velocity.
1, up.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You
No.
tip your cap.
The changeup missing. 2-1. And there's a ball.
One
Oh, they've had a
strike.
hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carrying. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. And next up for the Tigers, Matt Vierling, 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
When you throw a
strikes.
fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
2 outs. In the dirt. Runner stays put at third. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. 1-2 now. And misses
2-2.
inside. 2 outs and a runner at third. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Goes down looking. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Twins 5 and the Tigers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
No
Tigers
ball.
bullpen
1
with
strike.
some action. Johnny Brebbia getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Holton, the lefty, warming up as well.
No.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He sends it out of here. And they add a run. It's 6-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So up next for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. That pitch clips the outside corner. 0-1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. And And that one is in the dirt. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now batting.
And now it's going to be Ty France. That one hit to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Batting, second baseman, Brooks Lee.
2 outs. Base is empty. Brooks Lee digs in now. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. And that is out of play. Two down, nobody on. That's down and in. A slider missed. Next pitch, not close, up high. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Twins get 1 on this homer. It's now a 6-0 ball game. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the first baseman, Colt Keith.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
0-1 now. Swings through that one.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Next pitch is outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball.
And that's too high. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Young up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's outside.
99 pitches, about to throw his 100th here in the 7th inning. This is where you really start looking for any signs of fatigue.
Right through there, got it. And he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Rogers stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1-2.
That
2-2.
misses the zone. And a count now even up. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Still up against a 6-0 deficit.
Now pitching for
New pitcher on now, Johnny Brebbia.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. He is struck out, and he is walked. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
Castro in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
0-2 now. And that one almost hit him. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Bader stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 2. Just missed. Carlos Correa on deck, already 2 homers in the game.
Huge impact in this one so far, and you know he'd like to make some noise in this inning as well.
There's the strike at the knees. On the ground to short, Sweeney. Fires over to first. Bader is out. And the Twins go 1-2-3. Twins retired in short order, but they're on top by a count of 6-0.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Danny Coulombe.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Trey Sweeney up now for the Tigers. And that's in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
There's the swing and a miss.
0-2.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside low. The count now 2-2. That one hammered center field. That's back there. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Round second, digging for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
He was all over that one.
That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way.
Digging in, Parker Meadows. Swing and a miss, strike one.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
There's a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brock Stewart warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Alcala also throwing. Runner at third, nobody out. And we're in the top of the eighth. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Gleyber Torres up to the plate.
Second baseman.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
1-0.
And the first offering is not close. One away with a runner at third. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's out number two.
The left fielder, number
So 2 down now,
Riley.
and here is Riley Green. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. 2 outs with a runner at third. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Tigers leave one. They still... Bottom of the 8th. And here comes Carlos Correa.
Leading off for the Twins, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Rebbia back to work. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Rebbia, in his 8th season, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. The next pitch misses, and the count 1-2. And that's
2-2.
down and away. Just off the outside edge, and it's 3-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. High fly ball down the left field line. Ranging back. At the wall. Can't make the catch, but I think he brought it back. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. In for a strike. Good slider. Man at second. That
Ball,
misses.
no.
And it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one upstairs. Way out front for strike two.
Well, there's a certain
Two
point where
balls,
you have to
two
commit
strikes.
to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Ripped to short. Tosses across to first. That's it out.
Now batting, third baseman, Royce.
Now the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
0 for 3 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And now the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike two.
I think he was sitting off
No
speed there.
balls. 2 strikes.
Pitch
No.
misses outside. And the count 1-2. Correa at second with 2 down. And now
Ball.
it's even up.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. Twins wind up stranding 1. They lead it though 6-0. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out
No
front that
balls.
time.
1 strike.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. The 0-2. In the air out to center. Buxton brings it in with a nice running grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Vierling stands in now and watches strike 1. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
That one misses, and it's 1-2. On the ground to the left.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. And a ball
2-2.
evens the count. Sets him down looking. And they're down to their last out. So up
The
next,
first
Colt
baseman,
Keith.
number 33, Colt Keith.
And that's a little
Too
bit
high.
high. And that's ball 1. And that
Ball
misses
two.
off the outside edge. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Stepping in, Jace Young. First
Ball
pitch
one.
misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
Two outs. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The 1-1.
No, that's a ball.
And a swing and a miss.
He's had a tough day at the plate.
2
3
balls,
strikeouts
2 strikes.
already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Coulomb is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. You want to keep that momentum going, knowing the offense can score at will, bring it into the next one and get another W.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.